Hello, everyone,
Welcome to Tested Poorly with Russ.
and Russ, or also David.
It gets confusing.
I forget who I am. Today I'm gonna convince Russ to play Battle Brothers, or at least be interested in Battle Brothers.
Yes.
So
Like it, so we're taking a look at it's what type of games you say it was?
it is a tactical strategy RP management tactical strategy.
Tactical strategy
It's
and
like
it's out.
XCOM but fantasy,
Well, that's fucking sounds cool.
kind of. I mean, there's differences, but
And who's putting it out? It's Overhype
Overhype
Studios.
Studios, little group of some German dudes. It's on Steam Early Access. I've had it on Early Access for a long time. They've just put out like two or three big patches in the last couple of months, so I decided it was time to
Right.
start playing again and talk about all the different changes they made and stuff. They're a good studio. I like
Okay.
them. They're active on their forums. They listen to feedback.
You're telling me about the artist feedback, like literally pitching ideas to the community and then executing those ideas in that same thread, right?
Yeah, like the artist posts a whole lot of art that he's working on and takes suggestions. There's some banners, like you see my little bear banner. That's not one of them,
Uh
but
huh.
there's a couple banners you can pick for your mercenary group that are just straight up ideas and suggestions from the forums. So that the artist just drew.
That's awesome.
So
They
yeah,
make you pay. They make you pay for that stuff. They're like,
no, there's no
donate extra and we'll put your banner in.
they no they don't. I don't think they have any of that. Maybe they do. I don't know. I just bought the regular $20 version or whatever it was.
Right, right.
Um,
Awesome, man. Well, I look forward to learning about this game. So let's Rick and Morty this shit. Show me what you got.
So Battle Brothers is, like I said, I mean, XCOM is not the greatest analogy. Mountain Blade, right? It's got like an
Right,
overworld map, and then you go into the tactical battles once you run into bad guys or whatever. Um,
right, right.
it's sort of based on like a so that you can I have zoomed out as far as I can, so this is actually the entire map minus the
Uh huh.
Fog of War places I haven't been.
Right.
So it's got this kind of like central Germany Nordic kind of setting, with fantasy elements. There's zombies and vampires and orcs and shit like that. But you,
Baratheons and Martells.
yeah, all that shit. You only get humans and no magical humans, so it's
So it's basically it's humans versus low fantasy.
right. And humans versus
Awesome.
humans, because there's bandits and you can like get into scraps with the different houses and stuff like that. So like over here is a little goblin place that when I was playing single player I had to save scum because I fucking got my ass handed to me over there,
By goblins?
dude. Okay, for any of you, like, this was a huge complaint on the forums because everyone was like, when they released the goblins, because they had orcs and they had zombies,
Right.
when they released the goblins, everyone got their shit wrecked, and they were so pissed off because they were like, "But goblins are supposed to be weak, and they should be the first things I fight. Not these goblins; they will wreck you." They're
That's awesome.
and well, we'll get to it when we talk about it later. But the AI in this game is pretty good, and the way different things fight is really cool.
Awesome.
Like goblins actually have you have to change your entire strategy to fight them, basically.
Well, that is fucking cool.
Like
All right.
zombies are stupid and just walk towards you, and orcs are kind of stupid and just charge you. But like you goblins will mess you up, and so will some of the more advanced things as well. So
That's awesome. Well, I look forward to learning it, dude. Take me through what am I looking at right now? I see some golds. I see a pork chop.
okay, so this is the basic like overview. You can scroll, look around. Um, the map is actually very like intuitive, and I really like it. Not only for the art style, which like is amazing, I think, um,
Yeah, it
but
looks
like
amazing.
if you so this town is a big town. You can see it's a big town because it's got all these walls and stuff. Whereas this town is like a smaller town, right? It doesn't have
Right.
walls. All of these attached buildings actually mean something too. So the houses help determine like the sort of just total population. So this guy has more population, and this one
Uh huh.
also has a barracks, a blast furnace, an ore smelter, and an arrow maker shed. So this
Uh
is
huh.
like the reason I came here is because I spent like 20,000 gold or something on new weapons and stuff here.
Oh, because
Whereas,
they had
yeah,
all the stuff to do it.
if I go over here, okay, they got goat pins, so I can buy like cheese, and it's cheaper than other towns, but it doesn't. It's not going
Right.
to have like the sort of infrastructure that this one has. Um, and obviously, like roads make you go faster. Things block line of sight. If you climb on the mountain, you can get more line of sight. You can go across water, like you just. There's no like boat. I guess you get in a little boat, but like
Right.
the map is cool, and you can tell like so this town, has dye makers, hunters cabins. So like if I go to this town, there might be some hunters to hire, right, from a mercenary group.
Right.
Or if I got
Let me read some of those freaking. Let me read some of those things, man. Shit.
it's also got a winery over here, and so like
Right.
if I killed some bandits and they had stolen some wine because this town will produce wine and send it out in trade caravans, I don't want to
Right.
bring it back to this town to sell it. I want to like take it to some other town farther away and get more money for it.
Ah, nice.
So if you wanted to, I guess you could kind of just play merchant man, but it's an option. Like if you find yourself with a bunch of money and you're moving from one town to another, and like that in the other town you can make a little bit of extra money just carrying some goods with you.
Nice. I love the option to do it without making it mandatory. That's always a great
So
choice.
unlike Mountain Blade, where that's like a serious option because you can actually just like hire other people to fight for you and stuff,
Right.
this game is a bit more constricting in that like they want you to be a mercenary company and take contracts and fight, right? So it does
Right.
sort of limit your options, but like yeah, it's there. If I wanted to buy like amber at a coastal town and then take it up, to a non-coastal town way up here, or like way up here or something, yeah, I can make a bit
Right.
of money from it. Why not? So
But it's all mercenary stuff. Like there's no like starting your own keep or
right.
whatever, right?
So they've been asked a bajillion times in the past, and two of the things that aren't like you will always just be the mercenary company. There's probably going to be some changes to how that works in the future, but like you don't get to become king, you don't get to build a fort yourself, which I don't care about. You also don't have a player character because the story is you get wounded in like the first tutorial little battle that you start a new game with. This is a 53-day game, so we're a little bit further in.
Uh huh.
So you, the player, are just the background guy, right? You don't actually have a character in the game.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, it's like XCOM, right? The commander of
Right.
XCOM is
Right.
not, except for but like, so it doesn't bother me that much. It would be cool if they put it in, but I don't really care. So we got our monies, sweet sweet
Right.
muns,
Well, you know what? This is a great introduction,
cool.
an overview. Let's break it here, and we'll come back and let's go through the menus on the screens. How's that sound?
Word, sounds good.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is gonna be cool little mini tutorials that we're gonna put out.
Yeah,
And yeah, this is Battle Brothers.
it's gonna
Stay
be
tuned. We got
awesome.
more coming.
A lot more coming.
Peace.